There you go. 53 is the mark. Hey, let's get off the field.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Man, I got you.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Mayfield to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the before. Let's make these babies cry.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 44, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Yeah,
Moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 42 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This is Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard to gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Forbath able to convert the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 15, check 15. Rush it.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Austin. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Following the interception, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
180. 54 miles. All day. Just like that.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Check, 154, 154.
From the 35 on second down, Mayfield, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. As the first half is winding down, and the Browns have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. From the 31. Mayfield, Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's third down.
It's a party now.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack. Third and long for Mayfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, he'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep ball.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
We got four. We got four.
Prescott to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Mayfield. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Mayfield down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They run. Chubb. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott now. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Prescott from the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Sione Takitaki in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, that is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. Hey, alert 33. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 5-4.
Here's Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. A critical error there in a tight game to the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
47. 58, right over there, right over there. 58, right there. Go! 58. 26.
Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score. You throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll run with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
Came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yep.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been shorty, she support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Nothing better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, you a different vibe. If you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard. on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Set, 180! Mike 54, I'm coming.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry for Nick Chubb. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Sean Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's got some space here. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield, and he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Lee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Real.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check 50.
Now Chubb running right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On the ground, it's Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Set, 20. Watch the screen. Regular. Big time.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Robert Quinn. Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
A 36-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. Here's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cook. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get away with it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come on, D.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
They'll try again with Elliott. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. He stiff arms him, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
54. I'm coming.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
He was brought down by Malik.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Mayfield on play action. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Malik Collins in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Third and long for Mayfield. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
I got you.
Prescott now from the 50. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On first down, it's Elliott looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go to Elliott again. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I'm coming. Tighten up. Get him. You got it.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Check 55.
Mayfield to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Alert, alert.
It's now 3rd
6-6. Pull it up. Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They come up in an offset eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sean Lee in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott, he's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line. Today's final score from
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.